When I was a student, I used to get split headache when I see long word problems like this. But unfortunately, this is statistics. You're gonna see long word problem like this all semester long. And we just have to learn how to analyze the question and translate this whole paragraph of English into mathematical language. So let's do it one sentence at a time. When doing a blood testing for viral infection, the procedure can be made more efficient and less expensive by combining partial samples of different blood specimens. So the first sentence is just giving us background information. And the second sentence, if samples from 5 people, as a math person, I always pay special attention to number. Combine and mixture test negative. We know that all 5 individual samples are negative. So what does it mean? It means I have a sample. I have one sample with blood from 5 different people. If all of them if none of them been infected, then the result will be negative. That means the first person is not infected. The second person is not, the third person is not, the fourth person is not, and the last person is also not infected. So that also means that if any 1 or 2 or 3 or 4 or all of them are infected, then the result will be positive. So that's what that second sentence tells us. Now we want to find the probability of positive result for 5 samples combined into one mixture. Assuming the probability of an individual blood sample test positive for the virus is 0.02. Now, one hidden information is that if the probability of an individual blood sample testing positive for the virus is 0.02, then the probability of a blood sample test negative for the virus will be 1 minus 0.02, which is 0.98. That means 2 out of 100 people will test positive, and 98 out of 100 people will test negative. So we want to find the probability of positive result, but then we have to consider many different scenarios. We could have this person has positive result as so the entire test will be positive, or this person is infected, so the entire mixture is test positive. Or we have those 2 people, so we have to consider so many different scenarios, and that's just going to be a very long calculation. However, alternatively, we could use the idea of complement. So the probability of 1 or more person has positive result is equal to 1 minus, so 100% minus the probability of none of them are test positive. And this probability is 1 minus, so the probability of an individual test negative is 0.98. And we have, let me use a different color, we have 5 people over here. So all we have to do is to punch 1 minus 0.98 raised to the power of 5 into your graphing calculator, and that is my answer. Okay, hopefully you find this video helpful. If not, please do not hesitate to raise more questions.